What's up, everybody? How you doing? This is the host of the Buzz, and I am yours truly, Mr. Warren Marlowe. Guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, most importantly, subscribe, hit that notification bell, bing, right there, and you can follow all our platforms. Keep in contact and keep in control of knowing when we put out all new content each and every week. As you know, new episode every week, Friday, today at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and of course 6 p.m. Central Time. That's right, guys. As you know, it is time to buzz with Marlowe. All right, guys. Also, we want to give the ones that shout out to the ones that pay the bills, and I'm talking about that W Energy, giving me some of that big energy tears right now. Oh, yeah. Julez Energy, guys, cheaper than a can, guys. You know the way that the world is right now. I'm pretty sure everybody, if you are in the caffeine realm, you kind of need to save some money and stop buying these $2 to $4, maybe $5 cans of crazy energy. Why don't you try some of that W Energy? That's right, guys. You get a big tub for a good price. Saves you some money, and it's some awesome energy and gets you qualified for your day. Also got bumper stickers and stuff. Type in a promo code BUZZ20. get 10% off. Shout out to W Energy. And of course, guys, if you see the merch, you see the rock, you see the luxury of all, that's where you get it, on that bonfire/buzzing with Marlowe shop. That's right, guys. We got 4 different selections now. We have the Buzzing with Marlowe logo, as you saw on my chest right now, as you see on the screen. We also got the Season 5 morphing into Season 5 logo. That's right. That's been a personal favorite right now. I've been getting a lot of props with that because it's like, oh, it reminds me of the Power Rangers morph. That's what the concept we were going for. And of course, guys, we even have the new line, Every Setback Makes One Heck of a Comeback. You can see all those different things. And of course, guys, we have the one, the only, Mr. Red, White, and Blue merch himself. That's right, that American prodigy, that great alter ego of mine. He even has some awesome merch as well. You get the cartoon logo and the American flag on the back. Guys, go in there. I can't stress it enough. Go in there and get you some of that bonfire/buzzing with Marlowe merch. You can get some hats, long sleeves, tank tops, V-necks, long sleeve, the V-neck, long sleeve, all of it. Type in the promo code BUZZ20 to get 10% off of your purchase. Shout out to the Bonfire Shop. And of course, guys, we got to talk about them. I'm talking about Ultimum X. That's right, guys. We have them guys that got your supplement needs. I just restocked up on my BCAAs, man. Shout out to them. They make some great recovery BCAAs. It's probably one of the number 1 drinks I consume more than anything every day. And of course, they have some awesome apparel as well. As you've seen in past episodes, you've seen me rock Ultimum X t-shirts from them as well. We've got my new one just came out, the Commitment Gym t-shirt. That one should be here pretty soon. Guys, the Shred Thermogenic, if you're trying to lose some weight, get you ready for the summertime. We're still in the winter time right now, but they got some great pre-workouts, testosterone boosters, and of course the recovery BCAs. Type in a promo code BUZZING, Marlowe, capital B, and you get 10% off of your purchase. Shout out to them Ultimum X to get your supplement needs, and of course your gym apparel as well. All right, guys. This is Friday, so you know what it means. It's time to have a new guest. It's time to have a good chat. It's time to have some fun. And of course, guys, it's time for Wrestle Rant. That's right, guys. We're going to do a new thing. Obviously, I don't really get to talk about wrestling a lot unless it's on the commission talks, but we're currently on a break. And of course, now I've got a new segment where we're going to have basically when we have guys that I have brothers and sisters in the ring, trained with, fought with, alongside. We all are technically family doing this crazy sport we call the world of pro wrestling, and I'm doing Wrestle Rant. And that's going to be the new thing that we're going to do each and every time we have a wrestler on the show. So, guys, I'm excited about this one. He's not a newbie at all. This guy has been killing it for a year in this business. He has also won a heavyweight championship in his first year, won the New Wave heavyweight champion of New Wave in Alabama. That's right, guys. This man's been traveling, hitting the roads, doing the thing. And guys, I can't say anymore. He has a new entrance. I'm talking about the Shiny One Julez Bradley. And of course, guys, he's kind of made it as an announcement that he wants me to play his new entrance. So, are we ready? Because, guys, we're not even going to go to a commercial break. We're going to go straight into it. So, guys, when the countdown hits 30 to 1, we're going to see this new entrance song that's called The Mullet Shake. I'm not making this up, guys. It's called The Mullet Shake. And then we'll have our recording with Julez Bradley, guys. I tell you right now, it was a fun one. It was really in-depth. You kind of saw a whole different character visual of Julez Bradley. So, guys, I can't wait no more. It's time to roll. Ladies and gentlemen, countdown 30 to 1. We're going to be listening to Mullet Shake and then my recording with Julez Bradley. And, guys, that starts in 3, 2, 1, right now. Y'all have fun.
Is that a mullet? Dude, can I watch you shake it? Shake your mullet. It's all business in the front, but there's a party in the back. When I mullet shake, it gives all the girls a heart attack. Do the mullet shake, do the mullet shake, do the mullet shake, do the mullet shake. It's all business in the front, but there's a party in the back. When I mullet shake, it gives all the girls a heart attack. Do the mullet shake, do the mullet shake, do the mullet shake, do the mullet shake. I'm the CEO of mullet. Do not touch it, do not pull it. Unless you wanna eat a bullet, you can taste it in your gullet. Everybody stop and stare, they be watching me. I just do the mullet shake to shake these haters off of me. White boy swag, but my mullet it be leaking like a shark up in the deep end. How I got these women shrieking. My mullet sick, gnarly rap. Don't tell me I already know. No ocean, but I got the flow. I want one too, then let it grow. It's all business in the front, but there's a party in the back. When I mullet shake, it gives all the girls a heart attack. Do the mullet shake, do the mullet shake, do the mullet shake, do the mullet shake. It's all business in the front, but there's a party in the back. When I mullet shake, it gives all the girls a heart attack. Do the mullet shake, do the mullet shake, do the mullet shake, do the mullet shake.
My friend,
Ladies and gentlemen.
that's a bop, that's a jam, that's a dang tune, ain't it?
Oh my gosh, I got so many questions. But I should never be surprised when it comes to my good old buddy Julez Bradley. Wow, that was entertaining, interesting, and the mullet shake, and you literally doing the mullet shake is the trademark of the whole thing.
That's right, baby.
How are you?
It gives me superpowers like Samson in the Bible.
I love it. I love it. Oh man, that just brightened my day. I thought I needed a little bit of W energy, and the mullet shake is almost the hit as much as that caffeine was about to be in my system. So hey, shout out to you.
Shout out to W. Way to put the sponsor over. Promo code Shine On.
Or you can put Buzz20. You got two different options to help you out. But guys, as you could tell, we are back with the shiny one himself. Julez, what's new, man?
Well, I don't know if you noticed taking a look at me, but something's missing. There's something different about me. I'm not even going to leave you hanging. We're all wondering, where's my Alabama heavyweight championship, right?
Right.
Well, I can't say that I blame old Cali man for playing the cards the way that he did. Everyone at New Wave seems to have some little trick up their sleeve. I fought hard for my number one contendership. I beat everybody that was in my way. I won that belt the way I was supposed to, square in the middle of that ring. I defended that belt several times and entered in for a shot at their national heavyweight championship. Lo and behold, here comes Aiden Pierce with a rematch clause and Cali man claiming to be the number one contender, throwing themselves in the middle of my match, taking advantage of the situation. I wasn't even beat or pinned for my belt. So January 20th, as far as the office is concerned, I have to wait because apparently all these people who are climbing out of the woodwork have shots at my belt. Where were these guys whenever I was defending it? I'm pretty sure I had to fight Chris Ford 3 times. Now all of a sudden that I don't have the belt, everybody wants to take their shot. I don't know what that says about you, but I know what it says about me, Cali man. And that shows their cowardice. So January 20th, I'll be back up there, and I'll be coming for my belt. New Wave Championship Wrestling. I'm only getting started, and y'all know it. Now, as far as what's new, lots of things. I'm liable to pop up anywhere, as they like to say on the indies. But you can look forward to me being back home February 10th at DCCW, gatekeeping my locker room like I love to do, and showing all of them dirty little bad guys in the back what it means to actually be a shining example.
I like that. You definitely do. I definitely do.
What I did there?
What's that?
You saw what I did there?
Yeah.
I'm alluding, because I don't know if I'm allowed to make that announcement or not. Promo coming soon, I guess I'll say.
I love it. I love it. But yeah, man, shout out to you. Shout out to the work that you've been putting in. And just in this very early stage of this year, like you said, man, you've hit 1 year. And you've already became a champion outside of Florida. You're
outside of my home promotion. I'm not no 10-mile vet.
I love it.
I've been south in Florida all the way down to AMP.
Yep.
I call DCCW my home.
You won New Wave. You were the heavyweight champion, and
I appreciate it.
In your first year, and I
That's
remember
right.
when you saw it. And I love the work that you've been presenting out there. You've been bringing guys as well to get up there as well. So you have been not only paying your dues, you are doing more of your diligence than ever. One thing I've always admired by you and a certain other individual is the work ethic that both of you put in. And that's what made me enjoy what I'm doing now. When I first got back, I was literally going, I'm not working the work rookies. I'm not doing all these things because that's what got me hurt. So seeing guys like you, seeing guys like Chris, seeing guys like Andre, all y'all individuals that literally are putting in so much effort and work.
Chris, we're not here to talk about Chris. We're here to talk about me. So I appreciate you putting me over, man. And, I do put a lot of hard work into this. I opened a lot of those doors for Chris, as a matter of fact. One of the reasons he got out of Florida and was able to make it up to New Wave was me kicking that door open, bringing him up myself. We came up together. So, if you want to mention him, we can talk about him a little bit. We came up together out of the DCCW training facility. He is a great worker. He's a great talent. But we're not here to talk about him. We're here to talk about me. If you want to talk about me and him, let's talk about how I beat him that one time. Nobody wants to talk about that, but okay. So yeah. That's all I really got to say about that. Let's try to focus time back on me. This is supposed to be my time.
All right. So with the recent episode we had seen, if anybody hasn't, go on the YouTube channel, go to DCCW Glorify. You could see the big epic final match between you and JJ.
Not quite. We actually go on. If you guys go watch, you'll see that. Unfortunately, every time I think I can get away from JJ, he pulls me right back in. You will get to see me in a different match against somebody else, but of course, like I said, just when I think I'm out of the darkness, JJ tries to drag me right back in. Which led to an uncanny pairing a little bit later on. Might be a little further down the road. That episode's yet to come. You might see some crazy comparing of teams in order to get the job done. I don't want to give away too much because Glorified it operates on its own time. So when it does release that episode, you'll see kind of what is the final nail in the coffin. But yeah, me and JJ, we've gone back and forth, and I'm trying to put him behind me and move on to bigger and better opponents. I did get to face Nino You can go check out the results of that match over on Glorified, like you said. But like I said, your boy's up. Your boy is up. I am wearing out the toes of my boot, so to speak. In the first year and a half, not even quite yet, that I've been in the business, like you said, I've already traveled through 3 states. I've won championships. So yeah, I mean, the toes on the boots are getting a little worn out. And I just wish a little more people would, see that and give it the respect it deserves. Because yeah, I mean, I'm out here grinding, man. I'm doing my thing. I'm planning on snatching 2024 by the gonads, as they say, and just proving what I really can do, showing them that some can, some can't, some got it, some ain't, some will, some won't, some got them, some don't. It's funny. We keep bringing up Chris, and I hate to harp on that, man. I hate to harp on that. But we got to return to that, don't you think? I think that would be a good match to return to. Me versus Chris, nobody else in the way. I think once he gets done with his little thing with JJ Dillinger, because I'm through with that.
Why do you think JJ is basically going after both of you? Why is it the fact
he's been targeting all of you guys ever since?
He had to face you. He called you out, and I mean, he's still getting involved in your matches, clearly. But also, you got Chris. He's still very new at the same time, and it's like JJ is doing the exact same stuff with him. Like, why do you believe it's like that? Why is it the fact it's not one or the other? It's literally, if someone's coming after you, they're also coming for Chris. Like, I get it. You don't like mentioning about it, but why is that nostalgia where it is? Because in a way, there's something there that.
So let's make this about Chris again. All right. So with JJ, I think the problem is he's been targeting all the new guys that have been coming out of the facility. Like I said in my promos against him, one of the main reasons I called him out to begin with was he was the big bad boogeyman in the locker room. And I didn't mean that figuratively. I didn't mean that as a characteristic. I didn't mean that as a gimmick. He's literally a piece of trash back there who thinks he can just get his way and do whatever he wants and cheat in his matches and represent a Christian organization by calling himself the devil. And I didn't like that. That's why I called him out. And, if it's on me, if I'm the reason that, spoke the devil into existence, then so be it. But like I've already proven on an episode of Glorified, I can beat JJ all by myself. So I think the person we keep wanting to bring up, I think it's time for him to prove it, maybe. Maybe that's the problem. JJ's the gatekeeper, and it's up to the people he's going after to put him in his place. And maybe some of us can and some of us can't. Some of us will, some of us won't. You know what I'm saying?
So it's the growing ladder. You see JJ is that first step to really see where y'all go.
Maybe the second and the last too.
The way it's looking, bro, he might be at the top too.
I wouldn't doubt it. JJ's a tough competitor. That I can't take away from him.
I definitely
He's able
agree.
to summon something that I haven't ever seen in anybody else before.
See, that's something I do
Brandon
like when you talk about JJ. And, I have known JJ personally for a long time. And that's probably why me and him haven't really stepped past, because he knows where both of us stand. I definitely owe JJ a fist in the face or a drop kick because of the stuff that happened in Georgia. So we can always get personal with this. I literally have always said numerous times, I ain't afraid of no challenge at all. But the thing that JJ has done between you and all the new guys that are coming around, I get the fact, yes, let's pick on the new guys and see where they can go. And I think in a way, what did you learn from all those things that JJ has done to you in DCCW? What is some of the stuff that has actually made you more aware, and obviously more has progressed to go higher limits and higher areas for DCCW?
Sometimes it's not about what you're willing. It's not about what you're willing to do. It's about what others aren't willing to do. Right. If I learned anything from JJ, it's that you got to be able to put everything aside, get in that ring, and get down and get dirty if you really want to win.
Real.
For lack of a better term, sometimes you got to cheat and bend the rules. I mean, I wouldn't be where I was at New Wave had I not picked up a couple of things along the way from old JJ. So
JJ is actually in the way of how you've adapt altogether. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, he's kind of that guy who's there to show you that, you know, sometimes you got to put a little darkness in the room in order to get your way.
Okay. I mean, I don't fully agree with all that, but hey, everybody's different. So I respect that fact that you took
That's
something.
why I won championships in my first year.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, hey, I'm very proud of you. Like I said, man, you've done so much in this first year, and something that I always see you in the trainings, you're putting in the work, you're putting in the effort. You're never being that person that literally go, okay, I'll take the 3 bumps and hide out of the way and see if I can get out of the drills. You're literally one of the first ones in the drills. Sometimes you're in there with someone that does not need to be in the drills at times. We're not going to say. So, I mean, it's just, it happens. You're paying your dues. You're doing your diligence. So
sometimes I'm in the ring at shows with people that don't need to be in there.
Exactly. So, I mean, so obviously you going to New Wave and going into these different areas. What are some of the things that you have learned?
Let's name them, shall we? AMP Championship Wrestling, Old School Georgia Championship Wrestling, Wrestling Against Cancer. Where else have I been? Oh, Wiregrass that don't exist no more, so I don't mind throwing that name out there. Mud Show that it was. Yeah, New Wave, conquered, took over. Like I said, I called DCCW home. Where haven't I been? What haven't I done yet? Is more the question. You know, I'm looking forward to more national bookings. I want to get out there, get my name.
What's new for you, stuff like that. So obviously you getting that growing pain. You got the heavyweight champion in New Wave. What is pushing you to do more into that scenario? Like, what are some of the things that you have been looking at that could take
I got my eye on the King of Sports Alliance.
Okay.
New Wave is a part of a much bigger program that has companies all over the USA. You know, get out there and show them what the patriarch of the trailer park's all about, baby. Be the Duke of the Double Wide.
Yeah, definitely you do that. I mean, that is not a lie at all.
I think Brandon said it best in commentating one time. He said I was a shade-free wrestler. You know, being a single.
Shout out to Brandon. Shout out.
I think that makes me, that sets me apart and makes me different from everybody else. And you know, why people aren't able to be ready for me. 1 minute I could be cranking on your arm and breaking your back, and the next I could be jumping off the top rope, hitting you with some sort of flippy move that, you know, the old timers hate. So
yeah, that we've connected numerous times on. So, and in a way, you've proved me wrong. I mean, you had to go through those things I've prepared, what I warned you from, so you'll learn. Okay, that's out. I wish I didn't do that. I wish I didn't do this. Like, I love the fact that some of those things now, and that's something I've learned as a parent too, man. Sometimes you just got to let them do it so they learn not to do it. Now, I'm not going to say, hey, get on the roof, you fall type scenario. Like, all right, I'll be precautious on that. But it's like, you have to learn you have to have someone to teach from it to get, obviously, what option A and what option B is. And that's something I've learned, and that's something like I kind of respect with y'all guys, is the fact that y'all are gonna have to go through these things. Like, in a way, I see y'all as like our babies and stuff, bro. But it's like literally y'all do have to grow. Y'all do have to progress and get more in the ramps. And like you said, in your first year, you've been on the radar from a lot of things. Now, let's talk about your entrance song. The infamous mullet shake.
Yeah, baby.
What got that all started? And let's hear it. Matter of fact, I'm giving you the solo screen because you earned it on that one.
I just got really lucky. In all honesty, I was able to. I mean, I saw the song growing in popularity. They use it in a lot of different big promotions. The Savannah Bananas use it. They use it for the national mullet competition. I was looking for something custom or something that fit the gimmick. I was looking to pay a little bit of money and get some custom music made, but I ended up coming across that song. I reached out to the artist, Jace Davey. Big shout out, Jace Davey. #LiveExtra. Go hit up his clothing brand. My dude, as cool as could be. I asked him about his song and being able to use it and, you know, copyright infringement and all that, and got permission. And Jace okayed me to use that song. So that is now, excuse me. So that is now my custom song. It is copyright, A-OK. We can play it on the YouTube, not get in trouble. It fits the character to a T. Fits me. It's who I am. You know, a big part of me stepping out of my comfort zone and being able to do all the things I've been able to do and grow the way I've been able to grow has been adapting who I really was deep down inside and becoming the patriarch of the trailer park and growing out this bad boy and really showing it off. And that song, I think, was the icing on the cake.
That mullet has grown over the years, over this year. I'm not even gonna lie. You've put a lot of. I think the world wants to know how many products we putting in this hair, this infamous mullet, man.
Oh man, it's a good $15 to $30 maintenance of product at least a week. Honestly,
All right, promoters, you hear that now? Y'all hear that? we gotta get the money right just for the hair. Gotta
That's
get
right.
the money right for the hair.
Just keeping it dyed, keeping it conditioned with the rinse outs and everything, and keeping it nice and you know, not frazzled, not dead, as Prince likes to try to say it is. Whatever, dude. You know, yeah, it takes quite a bit of maintenance. I think he put it over in one of my matches when the mullet first debuted. In my match when I beat Cole Bohannon. Speaking of people I've beat, I cut my hair. I cut my own hair too. So
yeah, I like that, man. And
don't come to me for a haircut unless you want a mullet, though.
I don't know. I'm rocking a hat for a while. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a little outlandish right now. I got to get a haircut eventually, but I love when we talk
about wearing a hood. I guess you can just let your hair be all gray or long or whatever.
That's personal. I'm just kidding.
Sorry, Warren Prodigy, American Marlowe.
Coming to a store near you.
You're welcome.
Buzzing with Prodigy. We're going to be coming up with a bunch of trademarks just from tonight.
I should really be charged.
You talk about you made an entrance song. Not only made an entrance song, where you got a baseball team literally playing your song. Like, did you ever get to go to the Savannah Banana games and stuff like that?
No. So okay, let's pull back the curtain a little bit. I'm down. This is some of the stuff I can talk about. I have Jace do talk back and forth now that I've reached out to him. We became quick buds. We were talking about some collaborations, maybe on some stuff, getting together, potentially shooting a music video together, and doing some cool stuff like that. So maybe down the road, that's something that happens. I've made the joke several times, I think, and need to bring it up to him seriously about us being judges for the national mullet competition. I think it's only fair. We have two of the best mullets in the world. It's not even a competition. So, and I said it right there to anybody else with a mullet. You know, you can be jealous all you want. It is what it is. But this is as my new manager Stick says, the guy who does all the fine tuning for me. One of the guys who helped bring me out of my shell. We can talk on that in a little bit if you want. But you know, this is the money mullet. So.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And I hope to see you get to be a judge on those, because those fans love it. I've watched. So I actually have a friend that actually plays on Savannah Bananas, and obviously he was always such a serious player. So when I found out,
maybe you set this up. Maybe you set this up.
Player, like, he took baseball so serious. So seeing the Savannah Bananas playing with somebody from the Backstreet Boys, it's saying, I mean, they are so global right now. They are insanely, like, baseball is putting back on a niche just because of them. In a way, like, people are going to these baseball games to be entertained, like if you're going to like a Harlem Globetrotters basketball game, because it's not just so serious. It's, hey, we're playing baseball, but we're also, hey, we might do a t-shirt contest. we're gonna probably have somebody from the Backstreet Boys there, which they have had somebody from the Backstreet Boys already. Like,
ABS always be selling. They're working the gimmick. Can't be mad at them.
It's insane. Like, I remember so many people were praising the Savannah Bananas, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, it's a baseball team, cool, whatever. And I mean, the people that go to Jacksonville's, what are they called? And people were talking about, man, if you went to one of the Savannah Banana games, like, people talk about them just because of the extra work that they do. I remember talking to one of the players that I know, and he talked about they spend 2 hours getting the routines ready. They spend more on the routines than they do in actual practice.
Yeah, they dance more than they play. They do dance more.
So it's like crazy to believe, like, wow, like they're on a baseball team, but they're more focused on the entertainment aspect.
Yeah, man.
Than obviously performing the sport that they're wanting
that's
to
what
play.
Sells merch, and that's what sells tickets, baby.
And I mean, that's what made them stand out. I mean, godly, man, they're so popular on TikTok right now. They're so popular on every social media mainstream just because not only did they get the Backstreet Boy guy there, I mean, he almost had the whole group promote. Basically, they're coming back on tour just from that whole thing to where we're seeing you doing the mullet shake. And I'm literally thinking, like, this got to be already in the music video. Like, literally, because I've never heard this song. It just reminded me of, I remember we talked about it behind the camera. It reminds me of the guy that does the performance for Lonely Island. I mean, they do so, it just sounds so similar to those things. Like, it's Lonely Island, Weird Al Yankovic, and like, I'm trying to figure the other one. One of the country rappers, I cannot remember his name. He did a lullaby or something. I can't remember what it's called, but it's just like it's at a comedic standpoint. It's not got to be so damn serious, but when you get in the ring, that's where you're going to see your work. But you're going to see you entertaining, dancing, popping, doing whatever you do. But when you're in that ring, that means business. And that's something that I love about your character. I love about the song. Like I said, that was the first time I've listened to that song, and my reaction was just like, wow. Because I remember when we were first talking, I was trying to figure out what's the establishment of the Shiny One. And then when you played the song Shine Bright Like a Diamond, I was like, okay, that's cool, but you got to get like your own type of song. And then when you came up with this mullet shake thing, I was just like blown away. I'm like, wow. And then when you said you got the rights to it and everything, I was like, oh, it's that serious now. So
yeah,
definitely big props to you on that.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I don't own any rights or anything like that, just to clarify, but I do have copyright permission
where you can promote it and stuff.
Yes, copyright permission. And I will promote Jace Davey to the moon and back. Like I said, go hit up his clothing brand, #LiveExtra. Dude does amazing custom clothes. He's more than just a rapper. Dude is an overall artist. He's awesome.
He's definitely
big shout out to him.
I did see some of his stuff, and I mean, he does some good work. Definitely good work.
So, yeah, no. And as far as pushing the Shiny One more, good segue. I kind of already dropped the hint towards this myself. We're planting seeds and sowing the crops. I love it. So Sticks, kind of putting me on that path even more.
Okay.
If you go back and you watch the vignettes and the promos ever since I've started, I have been a little bit rough around the edges. The trailer park, that ain't no gimmick. That ain't no character. That's who I am. That's why when JJ chose for me and I chose for JJ, I wasn't afraid.
You were adamant. You wanted JJ. I do remember that.
And I wasn't afraid because I've been there. Mm-hmm. I'm from those dark roads too, as I put it in my promo. And so as I started to climb the ranks, as I started to do a little more and gain a little more attention in this business, I might have picked up on the attention of, lo and behold, one of the greatest minds behind the scenes, the limpin'est, pimpin'est, gimpin'est manager in the business, Ken Sticks Ray. Now, I won that contract up at New Wave, and so I brought Sticks in to help me manage that contract and make sure like I said, that I won that belt the way I wanted to win that belt. He has taught me how to hone in on what my sights have been this entire time. You see the jewelry. Okay, yeah, I'm missing the most important piece right now, but that's to come back. All due time. I'll get my strap. But he's the one who showed me how to be the patriarch of the trailer park. He's the one who really brought out the Duke of the double wide. You might call him the sensei of single wide strong style. Because Sticks is the high class to my trailer trash. The robe matches the jacket, matches the pants, matches the glasses. Because Sticks showed you, boy, when I started looking for places to spend my money and get myself right, how to be proper and how to do it right, and made sure your boy was tailor-made. So big shout out to him. If you want to talk about how I've transitioned over the year, you know, he's one of the biggest people I owe credit where credit's due to.
Mm-hmm. And I like how you talk about Sticks. You did introduce him to New Wave, but you just recently introduced him to the recent show that we had in December, Beatdowns and Blessings. So how did that tally in for you to bring him all the way to DCCW as well? Even though he is well known in DCCW in the past and stuff like that. Obviously,
let's touch base on that because that's part of it.
He has a feud with Dylan Willer, which I think everybody needs to be in line that somebody has an issue with DWI in some different way. Me and you are probably neck and neck when it comes to Nino. Brutal, not so much. I just want to punch him in the mouth. I mean, it's just a fact.
I mean, they're just two more.
Got to get through Brutal to get to Nino. And they're just two more examples of the guys I like to call out in the back, the guys who think they got to play dirty in order to get over. You know, like I said, not above it myself, but if that's all you got in your arsenal, then you got a long way to go because I can pull out a lot more guns and playbooks than that. So I agree. I mean, if Nino wants to brag about winning a tag team match that he low blowed the person and brutal pinned the person, that's on him. If he wants that to be the end, shame on him for even building this up because that's just a major dud in my opinion.
So not only did I already have Sticks in the arsenal, not only had I been more so taken under the wings of Stick, I was well aware of his beef with Nino and DWI. You know, he used to manage Nino at one point.
I did hear that.
So their feud, and that all connects way back to even my brother-in-law being a part of DWI. I knew coming into this that I had to have an insurance policy always at my back for DWI. One of the reasons that I brought him in was I might have known I was wrestling Nino that day. So I figured I'd play a little bit of mind games of my own.
So you played a little bit of so you were trying to get the one up on Nino because Nino always has got a card up his sleeve in a way.
I mean, where was DWI?
Very true.
They weren't there.
Very true.
I wonder who locked the doors to make sure they couldn't get in. Okay. So, yeah, I might have had a little bit of a card up my sleeve trying to get over. And I believe if you go watch that match, you'll see what I saw and that I was about to until someone reared their ugly head. But also Sticks is always going to be around. Sticks is always going to have my back no matter where I go. Mm-hmm. You know, that's just part of the contract. That's part of the deal. And as far as DCCW is concerned and me having him in my corner, he's pretty much all I need. So you're saying that cookie cutter Julez Bradley that the fans are so used to and accustomed to should be prepared for a newer type of Julez Bradley because of Sticks. Listen, like I said earlier about JJ, you know, I might have learned a thing or two along the road, along the way in this last year. I didn't get no championship by obeying all the rules. nor should I have ever been, because as I said, yeah, Sticks kind of shows me how to refine my trailer park ways and, maybe use them a little better.
Okay. I like that. So say like if you and JJ, God, Lord help us, if you actually have another feud as well, what will be different with Sticks in your corner compared to you just being by yourself against JJ?
Huh. Well, then JJ would have to be the one worried about demons, wouldn't he?
Fair enough. Fair enough, man. I like that. So, man, obviously you do have an upcoming shows coming up, man. So, like, let's tell the audience a little bit. So, guys, y'all can follow the links below. Buy his pro wrestling tees. Go in there, get you a Shiny One t-shirt. So, what are some new things in the future that people can look forward to regarding with the man, Julez Bradley?
The shining jewel of the South, baby. Let's see. I've dropped new merch table exclusives. I am now doing the sunglasses that I wear to the ring in all different colors and sizes and different stuff. Those are a merch table exclusive. You can't get those from me online. You can't buy those at all anywhere else except the merch table. So you got to buy a ticket to the shows to get those. I have a new shirt coming out that'll be not on Pro Wrestling Tee. That will be available at the merch table or through private message. I'll probably be starting a store soon for some of the other items, like my cups and everything like that. So far, I've been handling most of that through private message, and that's okay. You guys feel more than welcome to direct message me through Facebook and ask questions about any of my merch. Yes, Pro Wrestling Tees / Julez Bradley. That's the store. Those are the shirts. If you go to W to buy energy and you're not using code Marlowe 20, or what is it?
Buzz 20.
If you're not using Buzz 20 already, then use code Shine On. Also, I like to put over again Jace Davies clothing brand, Live Extra, and then my tattoo shop, Voiced by Design. Anybody in the Baker County area, your driving distance, go get your work done by Tattoo Trav or some of the guys over there at Voiced by Design. They also have a spa and tanning selection along with piercings.
You hear that, wrestlers?
Am I forgetting anything? Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, the X, at Julez Bradley, hashtag Julez Bradley. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You can always find me on pretty much every episode of Buzzing with Marlowe that matters.
I love it.
And every time BCCW has the doors open.
You have the title of probably the most pro wrestler on Buzzing with Marlowe, other than myself. That makes perfect sense on that one. You beat El Nino. I will say that. Thank goodness. I am so sick and tired of him popping in an episode and just acting like he's won everything in his ounce of, oh, I beat you. If you believe you beat me, sure, whatever. I'm just glad you got the one-on-one and you put a hurting on him. That's all that mattered. But Julez, thank you for doing this, man. Thank you for joining us, guys. Check the links below. Go to his Pro Wrestling Tees. Go to the W Energy. If you ain't done Buzz 20, go on the Shiny One himself. Get you some of that energy. Go to the shows. Get those awesome sunglasses, guys. He puts a lot of work into his merch. Telling you, it's good quality. I probably will see my kids probably wearing one of them sunglasses eventually because my kids are just marks for everybody as it is. But, guys, this is another episode of Buzzing with Marlowe, and we will see y'all next week. Later.
Right on, baby.